Hey everyone, welcome to my garden, and today we have an update with the hydroponic tomato plant. As you see from last week, this plant has grown quite a bit, and so have the fruit productions. Got some beautiful tomatoes forming, basically all over the place here. And as you see, there's flowers also everywhere on this plant. And I mean, I couldn't be happier. Basically, on every set like this, there's between 10 to 12 tomatoes forming. So I mean, here's one, that's two, there's three, that's four, 5, 6, 7. So I mean, even if it's just 7 times 10, that's already about 70 tomatoes forming. And for a little indoor grow and a little 1.5 foot plant, what else can you ask for besides doubling it? That's right. This is basically a clipping that I took from a little sucker, and the sucker is basically just the branch that grows between the two, right in between here, as you see here, and this will form its own set of flowers and fruits. And or you could clip it and send production back into the plant, but I like to clip them and transplant them after about 3 weeks or maybe to a month. And as you see here, this plant is already showing signs of flowering and fruit production, which is amazing. And even up top here, it even has some more flowers that are forming. So this is basically about a month old transplant. So I mean, for a month old, having nice double sets of flowers up top there, it's about 20 flowers probably gonna be. That's 20 tomatoes, guys. I think taking clippings is definitely worth it. And it's so good that I even have 2 more down here that are getting ready to be put in their own cracky hydroponic containers. And it's my little germination area. And if we go back to the plant here, if you remember from last week, this plant was basically nowhere near this height, and we had to raise the lights to the very top of the greenhouse. Literally the very top of the greenhouse. And this plant has reached so high up that I had to top it off up there and clip the tops off because it was reaching into the light, which is very dangerous when you're not home. That could be a big fire hazard. You don't want to risk anything like that. And if you see on this side, I clipped this one off also, and this is a pretty significant cut right here. But the reason why I did that, if I take you down below here, is because this plant, when I came home yesterday, was reaching literally into the light, and I didn't want to risk anything like that when I'm not home. Let's see if we have any roots growing. This is only a day old. Probably not, but you never know. Yeah, of course, it's still a little too early. Let's give that a couple more days, maybe a couple more weeks. And this thing even had some beautiful tiny flowers forming on it. So we're gonna leave that, let the roots kick off. And once that kicks off, I'm gonna put it in a nice big container and probably plant this one outside. Maybe on the little patio or something, we'll see. So let's take you back up here. Currently, we're at 79 degrees. And as you see here from the temperatures, it was at low 72 and high of 82 usually. So I mean, that's perfectly fine for tomatoes. They love the heat. They actually, the closer you bring them to the heat, the faster they'll probably grow. But remember, you want to monitor that. You don't want to let them burn up. And if we look inside the reservoir here to see how much nutrient solution is left, if you remember from my earlier videos, the root system is nice, big, beautiful, white. I see a tiny bit of algae growth down there. That's those specks basically. That's perfectly fine because it looks like the nutrient solution is basically about half a gallon. and I'll basically be probably changing this out later tonight. You don't want this to run empty on you when you're not home. That's how you kill your plant. And if we go back here, let's see how this is going over here. Looks like everything is going nice and well. The plant's probably forming together. This was originally 2 plants that I grafted together into one to get these results. So probably in the next, I would say, week to 2, these fruits will change color and they'll be ready for picking. So hopefully in about a week or 2, I'll give you guys an update when I'm harvesting. And if you like what you've seen today, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any questions, shoot them down below and I'll do my best to answer everything. Thanks for watching.